Well, I've been covering Tennessee football since 1996, and Tennessee fans are like clockwork. You get to this point in time, and the Vols are going all the way, baby. Well, the question is, are they? Expectations through the roof. We got Nico, we got Brew, we got Chris Brown, we got Jason Swain, Zakai Zeigler, Arion Carter. A busy show tonight on the Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law. So it is like clockwork. You get done with the season, Vols are going to go 7-5. You get to March, Vols are 8-4. You get to May, here we go, 9-3. By the time you get to now, in the playoff, baby, and going all the way.
Undefeated. I don't know about
You do the radio every day. Am I wrong?
I think 10-2, 9-3 has been the talk.
They stopped at the edge of the cliff this year?
I mean, there's been some 11-1 too, but I think a playoff berth is fair to expect from this football team and program.
So Jason Swain down there, Chris Brown is right here. And I guess that's the question is with the 12-team college football playoff, let's just start there. Is it for this program now because you figure the SEC gets 4, maybe 5 teams in? I think you got to get to 10 wins. Is it playoffs or bust?
I don't think it's playoff or bust yet. I think 10 wins get you in. Obviously, if you go 9-3, that's going to be a little more tough. But no, I don't think it's playoff or bust. Our team has a lot of special players, and I think our guys are looking forward to playing in these big games and having the opportunity to be ready.
You're already getting the Swain look down there.
Christopher?
Playoff or bust?
Christopher, when you came to Tennessee, what was the expectation?
Oh, to win a national championship.
Okay. 12 teams have an opportunity to go to the playoffs.
Yep.
If we had a 12-team playoff when we were playing, if we didn't make it, that would be a bust, correct?
I don't know if it'd be a bust. I don't know if it'd be a bust.
How could it not be?
Well, the expectation was different. I think now coming into this year, if you go 10-2, you're in the playoff.
Hang on
That's
now,
just what it is.
Are you telling me that the expectation was different when you guys played than it is now?
I think the expectation is different with this team.
Why?
I think we have a new quarterback. We don't know what he's going to do. We got one simple flash of who Nico was. Do I think Nico can lead this team and go 10-2? I do. But I think it has to be shown on the field, and I think it has to be proven over an extended period of time.
I like the fact we got Ronnie Reality in here this year.
You have an NFL-laden defensive line.
Yep.
You have a NFL-laden offensive line,
Yep.
which normally means championship aspirations. You have a quarterback who's not a normal first-year player. He's a stud. You have a group of wide receivers. Like, this is Josh Heupel's 4th season. It's okay to say playoffs or bust.
I'm on the train.
Let's
not get it twisted.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't
be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's okay.
I'm full-fledged.
So here's the SEC predictions from the SEC media days. Okay, these are not ours. Okay, so Tennessee predicted by the media, who by the way were always wrong, picked 7th. That doesn't get you in the playoff. Now the way I look at it is I think you've got 1 and 2, and then you've got about 3 through 8 that are all in the same mix. Fair enough?
Yeah, I think that's interchangeable. I like where we're at. I'll take 7.
2022, we were unranked, right? And we're number 1 in the first week of the college football playoffs. So this is what you want. You want to be kind of laying in the weeds.
So there's so much to talk about, and let's start right there with Nico. Right on cue, we're in mid-season form. He rolls the video before I ask for it. The only thing that we really saw out of him against a really bad Iowa team was him running the football. I mean, there's a pass or 2 in there. But until you see Nico out there throwing against SEC defenses, I got to say that the book's still out.
Yeah, I think the book's still out, but I also think he didn't have a lot of guys, right? So you get Brew McCoy back, you got Squirrel White, you got Brazil coming in, you got Dante Thornton coming back. So I think him being more comfortable having the whole spring with those guys, being able to throw them the ball, we'll see Nico throw the ball. I think it's going to be a completely different offense this year than it was last year with Joe Milton. I think we'll see more Hendon Hooker, more up-tempo. I think it'll be a lot quicker this year. Swain?
Yeah, you'll see more RPOs. You'll see more passes across the middle of the football field. Another thing, in the Iowa game, Nico didn't have his offensive lineman either. Campbell was out. You had other guys that were out. And also, first-year young players making their first start, they typically get out of the pocket a little faster than they should. He's learned from that. He's very, very smart. That'll be the biggest adjustment I think he makes from the bowl game to this season.
So, but you're not going to figure anything out Saturday. So you're not going to figure anything out until maybe NC State, for sure in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think NC State will be the first true challenge, but I think you want to see this week come out, execute, do what you need to do, and let a lot of people play in the game.
Well, I mean, there's different lessons, different weeks. I mean, 2022, We go to Pittsburgh, and I'm like, what's up with this offense? We forgot how to throw and catch. You survive. You play at home against Florida. You look great. It really came together against LSU. I mean, we were just lights out on both sides of the football. So you learn a lot about yourself each week.
So you talk about NFL offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
You feel that way?
100% feel that. I was at practice last week and
You're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm just asking a legitimate question down here.
Hurd's an NFL guy.
He is a
Campbell's an NFL guy.
K. Mays, NFL guy.
Cooper Mays is an NFL guy.
Cooper Mays.
Kate is NFL.
Yeah, Kate is
Spraggins is an NFL guy. I mean, there's several guys. And when you have an NFL group, you expect them to play at a high level.
You feel good about the depth because we always get to about game 3 or 4, and then all of a sudden,
I feel good about the defensive line depth.
Well, no, I'm talking offense right now. Offensive line, okay.
I'm okay.
I think the offensive line is still out there. I think the first 5, you see what they are. Obviously, you need to have a 7-8-man rotation for guys to be ready to play, and we'll see how it goes.
And we're looking right here. You see defensive line depth, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I don't know that I've seen Tennessee with this defensive line depth since maybe John Henderson, Albert Haynesworth, and those cats were
Something weird. I can't believe Swain's talking about defense. I mean, Swain's an offensive guy.
They deserve it.
The depth at defense and those guys and what Rodney Gardner and those guys are doing, man, it should be a special year for them.
By the way, we should be clear here. I mean, we've got Arion Carter in studio. We have not talked about the linebackers yet. Now, obviously, we're going to let Zakai Zeigler do that interview here in a little bit because a new segment here is that Zakai Zeigler is going to be with us every week. He's going to do the Food City Player Perspective, which is a different perspective, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. It'll be good to see a different perspective. Obviously, Zakai plays basketball and will be interviewing football players, so it'll be nice to see him kind of give his perspective and get the football player perspective as well.
It doesn't really matter what sport he plays. Zakai Ziegler is the man on campus. Everyone loves him. They've loved him from the first time he played here as a freshman. Yeah. So love to see and how he conducts the interview.
And one thing that we will unveil over the next couple of weeks is a nonprofit charity called Zakai's Assist. And we'll talk about that with Zakai. It's a family connection there with something called hydrocephalus with his nephews. And it's a real opportunity for the Tennessee fan base. You supported him once with his mom's situation in the house. You'll have the opportunity to support the Ziegler family again. Let's take a break. We'll come back in just a few minutes. It's Zakai and Arion. That's next on the Food City Locker Room, and it is presented by Garza Law.
The Locker Room is brought to you by Food City, the official tailgating partner of the Vols.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop,
where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher
is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set.
What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
I was coming home and a lady hit me head on. It totaled my car. It fractured my right heel and it bruised me up really badly. The Garza Law firm, they were very compassionate, but yet they were very detailed. They didn't let me down. They never stopped fighting. It helped me regain confidence in law firms. I would definitely recommend the Garza Law firm.
The Garza Law firm. Let us help. Severe weather can strike at any time in East Tennessee, and Mother Nature can do severe damage to the first and most important line of defense that you and your family have against Mother Nature, and that is your roof. Whenever she strikes, make sure that you call the people that I call. Make sure you trust the people that I trust, and that's my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, because they're more than friends, they're truly family.
I was the star around here, and so Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
The Locker Room is brought to you by Food City, NPG Brain and Concussion, Knoxville Smiles, Glass Doctor, and Garza Law.
Welcome back into the Food City Locker Room, presented by Garza Law. Mark Packer along with Chris Brown, Jason Swain. Before we bring Zakai and Arion in, I do want to focus a little bit on that defense. They say offense, you know, it's fun. Defense wins championships. Is this a championship defense front to back?
I think front to back it is. I like the front seven. I like what they bring. I think the defensive backfield, you're going to see a lot of special things out of these guys. I think they're going to be playing fast. I think with the pressure that we get with our linebacker play and our up front play, they should be able to create some turnovers.
They should. I don't know yet. I think they're more athletic in the back end.
Okay.
They're younger, but they're more athletic. You already had one injury. Can you stay healthy? You should be able to make a lot of plays with that front seven.
The question is just how good, and we look at the offensive line right here, right on cue. This offensive line, where does it start on the offensive line? If you're going to invest NIL dollars, you ought to invest it in the front, and it appears that they've done a lot of that.
Yeah, I think they've invested a lot. Cooper Mays, obviously him being back is a staple to lead that group. He comes out, he calls the line, he calls the front, but the left tackle and right tackle are huge positions. I think obviously with Nico moving around and seeing a lot more RPOs, we need somebody on that backside that can protect him. And Lance Hurst's done that, man. At practice, he's competing against the best. He's competing against these guys. He's going against the James Pierce Jr. So every day at practice, which we kind of talked about, that's where you're getting your reps and that's where you're learning how to play.
If you're playing left guard, you got to make sure that you're not the weakest link. And so that's really the question with this offensive line. If they can get that position solidified and there's consistent play from that group, then this offensive line has a chance to be as good as they were in 22.
So Chris mentioned something, and that is James Pierce Jr. You know, you can talk about every other player on the field. I don't think there's any question who the best player on this football team is.
Yeah, his hype is unraveled. I mean, he should have that hype. Obviously, I want to see him do it consistently. Obviously, you saw him kind of splash in and rotate a little bit last year. Obviously, he's going to be the man. People will key him. They're going to be sending backs that way. They're going to slide protection that way. So he's going to have to figure it out, and other guys are going to have to step up as well.
ESPN has the #1 player in the country coming in this year. So that's going to be a big target on his back. But it's going to give an opportunity for other guys to get some single coverage. And for James, you know, he had a go-to move, maybe a secondary move last year. Now he's going to have to open up the bag, open up the toolbox a little bit, and go to the third move or the fourth move. It's something that I'm sure he worked on this offseason.
Running back, is this Dylan Sampson's team?
Absolutely.
100%. I think D. Samp is ready to really take over. Obviously, there's some guys behind him that are going to have to step up and play. We don't have really depth, and these guys don't have experience, but Dylan Sampson's ready to go. He hadn't practiced much, been a little banged up, but I like them being precautionary with him. But I think we're in for a big year from D. Samp.
You don't need him to practice that much. You know what you're going to get from him. He's proved it in the first 2 years. He's a leader. Number two, you have a lot of inexperienced guys behind him, so you have to be really careful about, you know, what you do with Dylan and how you expose him to potential injury. But I can't wait to see him as the #1 back this year.
You know, one player that Heupel's talked about is those people in Knoxville who know high school football, know Deshaun Bishop, who played his high school football at Carnes. He's come a long way in a very short period of time, really physically.
Yeah, he looks good. I mean, he looks the part. I'm excited to see him play, excited to see him get his opportunity to come in. You know, Coach Heupel's offense is really multiple, right? We saw D. Samp struggle a little bit early, his true freshman year, but obviously they went back to him. But these young guys are going to get some burn, and I think they need these opportunities early to be able to get in, pass protect, and kind of show what they can do.
Yeah, D. Samp struggled because of pass protection, not toting that rock. He knows how to do that with the best of them. But, you know, with Bishop, man, he's been healthy during the spring where a lot of other guys were not.
Yeah.
He's been available, and that matters. During the summer, he's been available. He has a lot of momentum going into the season right now. He should be number 2, number 3. I know Cam Selden is back, according to Josh Heupel, but that'll be a fun battle with that running back group.
It's really interesting to see how he does, because in high school he was literally getting about 50 carries a game. He's the guy that came into college already kind of worn out.
Yeah.
So, you know, we'll see what happens at that. Okay, so here's good. We got to take a break. Do want to show you what's coming up next, and that is the Food City Player Perspective. That is coming up next. Zakai Zeigler, Arion Carter. We're going to turn ZZ loose when we come back on the Food City Locker Room, powered by Garza Law.
The Locker Room is brought to you by Food City, Exterior Home Solutions, D1 Training, Lakewood Capital Group, Ted Russell Ford, and Garza Law.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop.
Where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher
Is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I see Marco's role in the community as somebody that people can look up to.
Marcos Garza is very thoughtful. He pays attention to the needs of the people in the community.
He's somebody that's very unselfish, somebody that's going to always be there.
Marcos Garza will work as hard as he can to get the best results for you.
In the future, no matter where I'm playing, no matter what the team I'm playing for, I'll always be on Garza's team.
The Garza Law Firm is Mama ZZ approved.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hey, Sterling, man, come on, we got a roof to replace.
Let's go, baby. It's game
Woo!
time. Let's go. Hey, Sterling, you ready to go to the top? Man, I can't believe you guys been doing this for 25 years. Oh, baby.
Now, this is what I call a rooftop party.
We have 25 years experience in roofing and exterior renovations, and we're backed by the best.
Are you ready to get your rooftop party started? Give us a call, 865-524-5888.
Knoxville Smiles depend on us to make your smile better. Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey, Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jody Griffin. I'm a dentist here in Knoxville, Tennessee. In 22, I had a wakeboard tower hit me on the head and give me a concussion. In my office, I show x-rays to my patients so they can see their teeth. I needed somebody to do the same thing for my brain, so I went to MPG. They did an EEG of my brain, and they were able to show me the activity of my brain and give me a diagnosis and a treatment plan. So I choose MPG because brains is what they do, and that's all they do.
Time now for the Food City Player's Perspective. A look inside the locker room with the Vols.
You know, and as much as we love Jason Swain doing the segment, when we had the opportunity to have Zakai Zeigler on every week, we said, you know what, how much fun would that be for the Food City Player Perspective? So let's bring in Zakai, who's going to do this segment every week, along with linebacker Arion Carter. Guys, take it away.
First off, I want to say thank you for coming on the show, the first ever show, me being here. But I want to know, what's the emotion with you and the team, like, going into the first weekend? Because I know basketball players, like, we get happy when y'all got games because, you know, we like to go to the games, we like to show support. But plus, that means basketball season that much closer. But what's y'all, like, emotion going into week one?
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me, for one. Just going into that week, like that weekend in general, you just know, especially like that first game, you know, first time being out on that field with your brothers playing with one another, and then just going out there and putting on a show for 102,000 people. And one of the best, if not the best fan base in the world. So, you know, it's ecstatic every time you go in there.
Yep, I definitely could agree with you on that. You know, Vol Nation, they're always going to show their love, their support. Every game I go to, you know, I always feel like my eardrums about to bust. It'd be crazy in there. I love going to them games. I love going to them games. But, like, for us, you know, it's between 15 and 20 players on the team. You guys, way more than that. What is something that y'all do to, like, bond or like build a connection? Because, you know, it's easy for us, so like y'all, it's way more like, what do y'all like to do?
Yeah, you know, you got a lot of dynamics. And on one team you got around 125 guys on that squad, so you got as a one person on that team, especially like in my position in middle linebacker, I'm like quarterback of the defense, so, you know, I got to get to know everybody. I got to have a different type of level of chemistry with a person. So, you know, not only on defense but on offense, you know, we going around asking each other, like, what's your purpose? You feel me? You have an intentional conversation with your brother every day. You know, that's just going to help it 10 times better. And then not only that, but like off the field too. Like, you know, this summer, you know, we'll get out on the lake. You feel me? Ride on the lake, the jet skis, the boats, you know. And then, you know, just being around your brothers 24/7, that's really all you can really do, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I feel like the more you know your brother, the better y'all gonna be able to compete with each other on the field.
Yep, that's true. Yep, because for us too, in practice, man, we go at it every single day. I remember we was talking before this. You was saying like y'all always go head to head, back and forth, and it's no other way to get each other better besides going at each other every single day, day in and day out.
Iron sharpen iron.
Yep,
you know?
exactly that. So like, your connection with your linebacker coach, like how is that, and how has he bettered you? Because me, we got 3 or 4 assistant coaches. I talk to Coach Barnes. I talk to all the coaches. Really, for you guys, it's more. You guys got a QB room, a linebacker room. How is your connection with your coach?
Right. Yeah. Me and Coach Inge, our connection super close. I feel like everybody in that room could connect with that man on another level, and he's like a father figure and a dad to me also. Just being able to go to him with problems and then off the field stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him as a man. You know, a lot of times you can't do that with a lot of coaches, and I'm just really grateful I'm able to do that. So, you know, having a coach like him that's going to pour into you every single day, want nothing but the best for you on and off the field, you know. Like, it's nothing better than going out there and giving your all for that coaching your brothers, too.
Yep, definitely. And I like that we both have coaches, you know. It shows just the Tennessee culture that our coaches are there for us just to get us better. Not only to get us better as players, but as human beings. Like, they're always there for us. My coaches are the same exact way. Like, they'll call me sometimes and not even ask me about
nothing about basketball.
None about it. But sidebar, I see you got all the hair. I mean, you see I got a lot of hair. Like, I like to wear my hair in braids. Like, when it's all out, like, I had my hair like that the other day. It was all on my face. I didn't like it. But how, when you playing, like, how do you like your hair? Because you got a helmet on.
Yeah, like, actually, like, I need to find somebody to braid my hair.
Yeah,
actually,
I got you, matter of fact. I got you.
Yeah,
I can send you
for sure.
somebody.
After this,
I
you got
you.
to, for sure. But, like, I, like, usually put my hair in twists or, like, braids. Like, I'll get, like, 4, 6 braids to the back and rock out with a skull cap. You know, that's how I come with it. Like, a lot of times this year, I might switch it up. I might go hair out, too. You know, Troy Polamalu.
Right, yeah, Troy Polamalu going.
Like, that was my favorite player.
That's my favorite player,
For
too.
real.
Matter of fact, when we played in Arizona my sophomore year, Troy Polamalu was at the game. That's the only person in my life I fanboy over. I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
I had a picture of all that. But when I played football, I had my hair out, and this is like one thing when I really started wearing my hair in braids.
Yeah.
My hair was out the helmet, and I'm running, and I don't know why I lean my head back when I run. Somebody pulled my hair. I ain't like that. And there was a bunch of hairs all curly, all flowing out the helmet. Yeah. But, I mean,
that's just the risk you have to take with it.
That's just the risk to take with it. But I wanted to say thank you for coming on the first show.
For sure, I appreciate you,
bro. I had a good time.
So here's the thing, guys. We're going to pop up on a double box, and I have to say, when you started asking about the hair, these two guys looked at each other and pointed to their heads and just shook like they got nothing.
Back in the day, a long time ago, the helmet made it. I don't even know. It just the boys over there, full heads of hair. Me and Swain we got facial hair.
I love the perspective. I love the perspective, though, and guys, great job. I love the perspective over there of the sense that how do you feel about your coach? How do you feel about your position coach? Because that's something a lot of people don't understand. You 4 guys do.
Yeah, the relationship with your coach is what it is, and I think a lot of times players, you spend so much time with your coach and with your position, you have to know, and you have to know what they're doing. So
the synergy between athletes playing different sports is really cool.
Yeah.
That's at another level here at Tennessee right now.
There you go. By the way, Zakai's appearance is brought to you by the Lakewood Capital Group, the nation's premier developer of recreational properties across the country. Check them out at lakewoodcapitalgroup.com. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
Zakai Ziegler's appearance on The Locker Room is brought to you by Lakewood Capital Group.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash, your West Knoxville State Farm agent. I've been here in the Renaissance for 17 years, and I'd love to help your young football players or anyone with their car insurance, home insurance, and life insurance. Give me a call at Laura Ash State Farm.
I see Marco's role in the community as somebody that people can look up to.
Marcos Garza is very thoughtful. He pays attention to the needs of the people in the community.
He's somebody that's very unselfish, somebody that's going to always be there.
Marcos Garza will work as hard as he can to get the best results for you.
In the future, no matter where I'm playing, no matter what the team I'm playing for, I'll always be on Garza's team.
The Garza Law Firm is Mama Zizi approved.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hi, I'm David Ball, National Sales Manager here at Legend Fitness. Legend Fitness has been built on longevity and quality. Our racks are fully welded and has the least amount of bolts in the industry, made to stand up to the test of time. Because at Legend Fitness, we deliver quality and we want our customers to be Legend strong.
Hey, Tim Hoskins here from Covenant Sports Medicine. I'm the corporate manager of sports medicine, and I want to speak a little bit to our community partners and relationships that we have. We partner with FC Alliance Soccer, LeConte Center at Pigeon Forge, Johnson University, numerous high schools in and around the area, AAU basketball, Morristown Landing, travel hockey, volleyball, lacrosse, you name it, we're probably involved. What a lot of people don't know about Covenant Health is we're a nonprofit, community-based healthcare delivery system. We provide services in your community. If you ever need help with some event medicine or sporting event, scan the QR code at the bottom. Covenant Health, our mission is to improve lives through better health.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Keys to Victory is brought to you by Garza Law.
Yeah, we got our keys to the game. My first three keys are simple. Play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Don't play down to your competition. I want to see Nico play efficiently. I think that's very, very important for us. And defense, I want to see a lot of guys play. I want to see the rotation go deep. I want to see what these guys can do. I want to see how they play.
Yeah, for me, it's really simple. You're playing UTC. I'm not going to disrespect the opponent, but you're a better football team. You want perfect alignment, perfect assignment. You want that. Doesn't matter who you're playing against. And then I want to see all 5 running backs get carries. If we see that, that means Tennessee's up by a lot of points, and you're getting guys opportunities. And then be present in the moment. Don't be thinking about NC State. Think about the task at hand. Don't want a Georgia State situation a couple years ago.
You know, nobody wants my keys to the game.
Nope.
But I will tell you, number 1, stay healthy. Number 2, stay healthy. Number 3, stay healthy.
That's it. We'll take that.
You know, play a lot of guys. Let's get to NC State healthy. We'll see you next week here for Chris Brown, Jason Swain, Zakai Zeigler, and Arion Carter. We'll see you next week right here in the locker room.